Here in the autograph area of Wizard World, Texas, we're with the Defuser. How are you, sir?
I'm good. I'm good. Out here meeting some of the fans, having a lot of fun. There was a kid here yesterday in a feedback costume.
Really?
So I'm only hoping that maybe this time next year I see a little Defuser.
I was about to say you
that would
are
be cool.
Yeah. I would, you know, at the very least, just set up some kid, you know, or at least create a line of Defuser stuff because you're the latest Who Wants to Be a Superhero winner, and you know, great season, great ratings. You got to be happy with everything. Yeah, it was feedback here. Well, was here.
Feedback was here. He had to leave early, so he's not here, and so I moved over from the Austin Books table, who's sponsoring me for the Comic-Con.
Great.
And Feedback told me to come over here with his table, so I'm sitting next to guys like Major Victory and ladies like Fat Mama. So it's cool.
Yeah, I learned something new at this con that. You know, you had Scare for the Cure, which you talked about on Fanboy Radio.
Sure.
Very cool interview. Thank you so much for that. But I didn't know that there was a villain in your midst. Yeah. What is this? This is new information to me.
That was probably the most amazing thing that happened during this whole deal. So we're sitting, I'm in like jeans and a t-shirt, and we're sitting at where we're holding the haunted house. It was before it started with a planning meeting. Yeah. You know, I've got like 15, 20 special effects people, makeup artists, writers, and we're all sitting around fine-tuning everything. And this... literally a villain walks in. I mean, you just saw him and knew he was like a henchman.
And you're like, season 3?
Yeah, I know. So he's like in these combat boots, these like black pants, the red shirt with this like evil looking emblem on it. You know, the aircraft goggles up here, the gloves. I mean, he looked like an evil henchman. And he walks right up to me, and I'm watching this guy walk up, and I'm looking at my table of half of them are my friends and family, so I'm like, okay, what are y'all up to? Yeah. What's going on?
I haven't signed anything.
And cops are notorious for practical jokes, so I'm like, okay, who's setting me up here? He walks over and he goes, "Are you Detective Crippen, a.k.a. the Defuser?" And I went, uh-huh. And he goes, "My lord and master, Lord Vile, would like a word with you." And I'm like, now? You know, like I'm in a t-shirt, you know.
It's crunch time for the charity.
I know. And he goes, "Yes, he awaits you. His emissary awaits you outside." So I'm like, okay. So I get up, and as I'm walking out, I'm like, I pop out of character for a minute. And I'm like, okay, who's Lord Vile? And he goes, "All will be revealed in good time." He's totally playing it up, man. So I'm like, okay, I'm totally not in superhero mode. I'm in nonprofit organization mode. Mr. Bossy Pants mode. Anyway, so we get out there, and there's this guy, and he's it's not Lord Vile, it's his emissary, and it was like Fantasy Island. Do you remember what's his name who ran Fantasy Island? Ricardo Montalban's character in the white. Okay, this guy was in a black, instead of Ricardo Montalban who was in the white suit with like the tie, he was in a black suit with a bright red tie with like a red corsage. It was like Satan's doorman or something. Yeah, I mean, no, I think he had dark hair. He had dark hair. And he says, "My master, Lord," he pulls out this proclamation, you know, and totally reads this challenge. And basically what it was is he says that he has his own haunted house, and he doesn't appreciate the Defuser, a hero, stepping in his city. And I'm like, "Excuse me, my city. Born and raised here, thank you," you know. And so he has a challenge for me. If he challenges his haunted house versus my haunted house. And if my haunted house has more customers than his, he'll take half of his proceeds and donate it to my charity. And if I lose or if I refuse to accept the challenge, he'll take his same half of proceeds and donate it to Normal in their fight to legalize marijuana. Okay. Which I guess he thought would really like stick it to me because I'm a cop and everything. But I'm like, dude, I grew up in South Austin. Right. Half the people I know smoke weed. I'd have to arrest everybody. Yeah. So I don't smoke cigarettes, weed, or even drink alcohol, but I was like, okay, yeah, good versus evil, you know. So I accept the challenge.
Your life is a comic book, for superhero or not. You're just living in a fantasy world.
It was awesome. So I accept the challenge, and one of the henchmen walks up and goes, "Hey, Defuser, I really liked you on the show. I can't wait to dangle you over a pit of sharks." Well, they have lasers on their head. That's what I wanted to know. Yeah, right? So it was really awesome. And, of course, as it turns out, we stomped Lord Vile into the ground. Not only did we beat him on how many customers we had, I think in those same nights he had like less than 200. I had over 500 for just those few nights he was open and I was open. We raised over $12,770 for breast cancer research and support. He's in the whole $2,000.
Wow.
Chalk
wow.
it up for the good guys.
I guess so. And, you know, the poor stoners, the poor.
Those poor guys. I mean, I feel bad because that money could have, like, supplied them with some Lay's potato chips, some Cheetos, and some Funyuns because, you know, Lord knows they get the munchies.
That's the truth.
So.
That's the truth. Lord Vile, wow. I mean, you're a great sport.
Oh, yeah.
And it's so great. Now, are we going to continue doing this? Or are we going to have another Scare for the Cure next year?
Yeah, most definitely, most definitely. And I imagine Lord Vile will get his evil butt together.
Okay.
And he'll be back.
Well, you know, notorious lack of planning sometimes with that crowd. But, you know, I'm glad that you're raising the bar so that more people are having fun raising money for charity in the way you do it. So
well, that's the big thing for me in Scare for a Cure is why you know, we've got the professional makeup artists, the professional special effects people. A lot of my actors are high school drama students. I go around to the Austin area high schools and recruit their theater teams. Cool. Because I remember when I was in high school, one of the very first volunteer things I did was picking up trash in a park.
Woo!
Okay, do you think I was like jumping ship to volunteer again?
Those credit hours went
yeah,
top,
right,
top.
right. So here, these guys get to earn credit hours for volunteering in the community. It's fun. These I don't like to call them kids. We call them the talent.
Sure,
The
absolutely.
talent gets paired up with these mentors of the industry, movie industry. I mean, we got real people that do this stuff.
Well,
pair up with them. Yeah, Austin. So they pair up with them. They learn something, and man, they just soak it in.
Yeah.
And we have to turn the volunteers away because we have too many. Wow. You can only have 30 or 40 vampires in the graveyard. You know.
Well,
certainly.
Excuse me, I just wondering if I could borrow.
Oh, see, we don't.
I got a
Yes.
fan.
Yes. Go
We have a civil war here. It's
Good job.
We all work together. I own the buck.
Team superhero.
okay. All right.
Major victory, I swear.
It's
Great guy, but kind of clumsy.
you gotta handle all the personalities correctly. And
Yeah, it's great. Now, what I would actually love to see for Scare for Cure is another challenge from Lord Vile, and then tie that in with a season 3 from Who Wants to Be a Superhero. And when Lord Vile and his henchmen show up, all my homies from all the superhero show up. Get Major Victory, Fat Mama.
There you go.
Get LaMary out there. Cell Phone Girl can call for backup. Hyper Strike, Hygiena, Whip Snap, get everybody out there.
You know it, man. Now if Vile takes off and there's a Who Wants to Be a Super Villain.
Well, Lord Vile has a website called Villain101.com where he's teaching his henchmen how to be a proper
Undoing all your good work.
world-dominating villain, and it's actually pretty fun.
That's cool.
And he'll be back. I'll take him down again.
Very nice. The websites are scareforacure.com or just scareforcure.
Scareforcure.org.
Good.
And the Defuser website is down right now. It's thedefuser.com, but it's down right now, so I'm contacting everybody through my MySpace, which is just MySpace/TheDefuser, one word.
Great. Well, we'll hang out with you in Austin sometime. You're there on most Wednesdays picking up your comics, I guess. I mean, if people want to see a superhero.
As I can sneak away at lunch, or if Brad's late again at Austin Books with my comics, which is rare. I think he hides mine, actually, personally.
Kind of keep you coming back.
Yeah. Made me hang around for a while. He was, I think they're in the back somewhere.
Dude, you're good for the store. What can you say?
So, Wednesdays I'm up at Austin Books getting my comics, and then I go home and get a big glass of milk, a big bag of chocolate chip cookies, sit on the floor and read my books.
And
diffuse.
Dude, hey, thanks so much. You're the real-life superhero. You're a real-life hero. Thanks for all your work on screen, off screen, all that good stuff. We appreciate you, sir.
Thank you, man.